Guys and girls, it's Noah time!
Alright, so today I'm going to get started with your newest stuff, which is solving equations. To solve an equation, it goes back to the basic principles of what absolute value is. See, if I give you an equation, a simple question like 6 absolute. The answer for that everyone can get is 6. But if I give you negative 6, the answer for that, a lot of you say, hey, this is so easy. It's still 6 also. See, what absolute value does is it takes a positive, turns into positive, negative, turns into positive. So the way it does is this. I actually gave you something before, and it goes along something like this line. Absolute of A equals to A if A is greater than 0. Absolute of A equals to negative A if A is less than 0. Whether you succeed in this section or not lies in this one basic principle right here. So what this is saying is this. If I have negative 6, the main reason why it became 6 is I put a negative, or I multiply that by negative. See? This negative right here is right here. If the number inside is negative, we multiply it by negative to turn to positive. And this is the main reason why you get 6. Whether you succeed or not lies in this one statement right here. I'm going to give you a question. What if I give you this? Absolute value of x equals to 10. Find x. Good luck. Oh how do you do this? Absolute value of x equals to 10. Find x. Serena, give me x. What x equals to? X equals to negative 10. That's one answer. What's another answer, Jason? 10. So in reality, when you work with absolute values, you can have two answers. I just showed you why. See, the reason why is, I'm going to assume case 1. I'm going to show you how this is done. We're going to assume this is called my positive case. If it's a positive case, I leave it the way it is. X equals to 10. Case 2. We're going to assume the stuff inside is negative. If the stuff inside is negative, I have to multiply my equation by negative. Okay. And if we solve for each one of them, this is why we get 10 and negative 10. Okay, very, very simple. Good luck with this one. A bit more challenging. See, whoa, square root? Good question. I'm going to get there when the time comes. Not yet. What if I give you a bit more challenging? See, everything lies on this concept. The absolute value of A is either A or negative A. It depends. You have to assume both cases. So if I go absolute value of x minus 3 equals to, give me a random number, 9. Solve for x. I'm going to pause it. See, when you have an equation inside an absolute value, we're going to assume two cases. No matter what happens, we're going to do case 1. Always assume, just like what the whole thing says, if we're going to assume a positive case. If it's a positive case, you write the stuff inside the absolute value the way it is. X minus 3. I'm not going to do anything more to it. I go equals to 9. And I just solve it from here. X equals to 12. So there's my first answer, 12. Now when I do case 2, watch how I'm going to do case 2. I'm going to assume the stuff inside is negative. Case 2. This is going to be called a negative case. So I'm going to multiply the stuff inside by a negative. This is crucial. Make sure you have brackets. If you don't have brackets, you're going to make errors. X minus 3 equals to 9. Do you multiply by 9? No, you don't. Because the negative only affects the stuff inside your absolute value. So go ahead and multiply this out. Negative x plus 3 equals to 9. Negative x equals to 6. X equals to negative 6. There's your two answers. 12 and negative 6. And like I said, whether you understand this or not lies in one simple concept. The absolute value of A is either A or negative A, and it depends on what your A value is. Hi. Now, here's the thing, star. This is where students will make errors. Always, I can't emphasize this more than enough. Double check your answer. If you don't double check your answer, you will make errors. Your answer. Sometimes you will get a solution that will not work. A solution that will not work. Will not work. It says always double check your answers. Sometimes you will get a solution that will not work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back. X minus 3 equals to 9. I want you to sub 12 into this equation to see if you get 9 or not. Okay? So I'm going to go 12 minus 3. Hey, guess what? That does equal to 9. So we know 12 works. Sub in negative 6 for me. So here you have negative 6 minus 3. Absolute equals to 9. Negative 6 minus 3 is negative 9. Some of you say, hey, Miss No, it doesn't work. But you're forgetting one thing. There's an absolute value. Look at this. This, therefore, works. Guys, that is called absolute values. Is it that hard? No, not really. A bit more challenging. Are you ready for it yet? No, you're not ready for it yet. I will give you one later, but you're not ready for it yet. Try this one. Absolute 2x minus 5 n absolute equals to 5 minus 3x. I'm going to pause it. See, let's figure this one out. What I like to do, again, I see absolutes, so I know I have to have cases. And I always like to do this. I go case 1. Okay. In case 1, I'm going to make it a positive. So let's keep it simple. So we go 2x minus 5 equals to 5 minus 3x. See, I keep it simple. Nothing. I only change the stuff inside the absolute values. Now I move things over. You get 5x equals to 10. X equals to 2. Then I do case 2. Whoa, what's going on? Case 2. I do the exact same thing, but be careful. I'm going to have a negative sign. And make sure you use your brackets. 2x minus 5 equals to 5 minus 3x. A lot of people don't use brackets, and they make errors. Now, I'm going to have negative 2x plus 5 equals to 5 minus 3x. if I solve for x, I would get x equals to 0. Okay. Before you go ahead and circle your answer, we always double check. I'm going to start with 2. Look what happens when I sub x equals to 2 in here. 2 times 2 minus 5 absolute equals to 5 minus 3 times 2. If I work with the left side, I get 4 minus 5 is negative 1. This becomes a 1. But this is negative 1. You see? I have an answer, but this answer does not work. We call this, well, we're going to reject this. Reject. Because that answer doesn't work. We always double check. If you don't double check, you will make errors. Now, I'm going to go 2 times 0 minus 5 equals to 5. Don't forget my absolute. Minus 3 times 0. And if I do this, look, I get 5 equals to 5. So this is a keeper. Voila. So when you write your final answer, you can write down x equals to 0. That's all there is to it. I'm going to give you your supernova question for today. Good luck with this one. It's going to be a tough one. Sorry? Debating between team challenge or not. It's too easy for team challenge. Alright, I'll give you a team challenge. Good luck. One answer only in your row. I'm just debating how I'm going to solve this one. Good luck. Let me just see. That's your challenge. And see, the key thing is this: you have to have two cases. I always write down case 1 because it helps me see. Okay. So this becomes x squared plus, oh sorry, not plus, minus 3x equals to 2. I move everything over. X squared minus 3x minus 2 equals to 0. Some of you gave up right here and moved on. You can actually do something to this one. Quadratic formula. Because remember, if you can't factor, so quadratic formula 3 plus minus. Oh, whoa. It's, if you complete the square, it's going to be the exact same thing in the end. You should get the exact same answer for x. So this is going to be 9 minus 4 times 1 times negative 2 all over 2. Be careful, you got to know the formula by heart. 3 plus minus 17 over 2. That's my first Harmeet. X. So there's my first set of answers. Okay. I'm not going to check it yet. I'm going to do case 2 next. Case 2. Sorry? I'm going to tell you it works. Done. Okay. Case 2. Harsh, move back to your seat. Chip, chop. Underlay. Case 2. I'm going to do the negative case. Gives you negative x squared plus 3x equals to 2. I move it over, and I realize for this one you can factor. You have x minus 2, x minus 1 equals to 0, x equals to 2, and 1. Here are my another two solutions. When I double check these answers, all of them will work. Every single one of them works. So your final answer in the end is really all 4. So x equals to 2, 1, 3 plus minus 17 over 2. And that's... Oh, I only choose one, you choose who it is. Sorry? Complete the square? You could, but you get the exact same answer. Something's wrong with complete the square then.
When you find out the exact answer for the quadratic formula, when you put it in, it doesn't equal 2.
It does, dead on. Dead on. It equals to 2. Yep. So guys, that is how you do that. I'm going to give you one more question, then I'm going to assign some work in the textbook for you to try on. Last question for today. This is going to be absolute. X minus 10. Nope, not just a regular question. X squared minus 10x. I'm going to pause it. Let you, to save some time, I'm going to do the first case for you. I know you're still working on this, but case 1. I'm going to do positive. Gives me x minus 10 equals to x squared minus 10x. Just move it to one side and solve. Here I have x squared minus 11x plus 10. Okay, equals to 0. From here, all you have to do is just factor. So go ahead, factor. X minus 1, x minus 10, x equals to 1 and 10. I'm not going to bother checking yet. I will do that later. But now I want you to go ahead and do case 2. Exact same concept. Okay, case 2. We know this is going to be negative now. Negative x plus 10 equals to x squared minus 10x. Guys, do the exact same thing and solve. X squared plus, not plus, minus 9x minus 10. Okay, I do the exact same thing. I'm going to factor. All this is equal to 0. X minus 10, x plus 1. X equals to 10 and negative 1. I'm going to pause it. Let you, when I double check my answers, if I just sub in 1, here's what happens. 1 minus 10 absolute equals to 1 minus 10 times 1. This gives me 9. This gives me negative 9. Right off the bat, I'm going to reject this answer. Reject. So when I write my final answer, I'm going to write down x equals to 10 and negative 1. I only write down 110 because they're the same. There could be, yes. Lovely. There's many ways of writing your answer. You can either write this and circle it, which is fine. Actually, this is the best way to do it. Yep. Okay.
So you don't have to say reject?
You should. Yeah, same thing, but you should. Just in case. Just in case I decide to pick on you. So guys, gals, your work. Page. That's it for today. 389. Numero. Thank you. 2 to 6. Applications, I may start tomorrow, not yet. And 15. Applications, I'm going to worry about tomorrow. For now, I want you to get the basics of how this is done. And that's it, guys and gals. Is it that hard? No. We only had the 18.